Hello, let me show you the controls of the Triumph Tiger 800 XRX. This is a 2019 model. So let's switch on the bike with the key. So let's start on the left side. This button here is to flash. Okay, and if you want to put the I-beam on, you press down this button and then you can use the same trigger and the bike will stay with the I-beam on. So this button is for the LED daylight, like this, and when it gets dark you switch this down. Okay, this button here is for the heated grips. You have 3 different settings here: 3 dots, 2 dots, 1 dot, and off. Okay. This button is for the additional lights or fog lights. You have the button even if the bike does not have these additional lights. This is the cruise control. Everything is written on it. Let's say you ride at 90 kilometers. You can then set the speed. You can then accelerate or slow down. If you pull the clutch, brakes, or if you push back the throttle like this, it will stop cruising and you can resume if you press up. Okay, this button now is for the engine modes. Okay, riding modes, let's say. This button is for the riding mode. So when you press the button, you can change the riding mode to the rain, let's say standard, sporty, or off-road, and this changes the throttle response and also the traction control and ABS settings. This button, turn signals, left, right, right, left, push to cancel. It also cancels by itself. This button is to navigate through the menus. You can use it in 4 different directions, and if you want to select or click OK, you press like this. I push the joystick up. You can have the average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, and the range. If you want to reset, you push on the joystick. It shows here. If I push to the left or to the right, I can display the trip meter, trip 1. It's already reset. You have the trip 1 distance, trip 1 riding time and average speed. If I push up or down, you can have the trip 2. Okay. I push to the left, I can display the coolant temperature. This is the style of the display. So you can have different styles. It mainly changes the display of the tachometer. So you choose the one you like. I push to the left again. You can select the contrast of the display. High contrast when it's sunny and bright outside, and auto. Auto will switch automatically to the dark colors when it gets dark. And we are back to the fuel and trip meters. Okay. Horn is here. On the right side, this button is for the hazards. Nothing much to say about that. This button is to kill the engine. You press down to start. Very important with Triumph, you have to pull the clutch to be able to start. Otherwise, it's like the bike has a problem. Just press and hold until the engine starts. This button is for the settings of the bike, but most of the time you don't have to change the settings. Okay. The fuel cap opens with the key of the bike. No problem with that. You can put unleaded 95 or 98. You need the key to lock the fuel cap. The cases. So the side cases, you use the key of the bike to open them. You cannot take the key off the bike unless you close the case. Okay. This key is for the top case. Same thing. If you need to access under the seat, the lock is under the rear light. And then you can lift the rear seat. How to do one-handed, okay. Under the rear seat you have a high visibility jacket, a few tools here, a USB port here to plug your phone. The seat is currently in the low position. You can see that from the gap here. If you want to put the seat in the high position, just pull these two bars, this one and this one, in the other position, and the seat will raise of about 2 centimeters. If you need to adjust the suspension, the preload of the suspension, you need a flat blade screwdriver. You will find it in the toolkit, and you rotate this screw here to be able to tighten or to soften the suspension. One last thing, you can adjust the height of the windshield. So if you are in front of the bike, you pull the windshield towards you and you can lift it like this. Okay? You pull and you lift. You can also do that when you ride. You can just push like this. Okay? And here you have a 12-volt output for an accessory or a heated jacket. Okay, so that's about it. If you have any question, do not hesitate to contact me. You have my mobile phone on the contract. And now enjoy the ride. Thank you.